Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. That's right, it's Wednesday, new release day here on the channel. New release day, new review day. It's mainly new review day, right? Because these albums aren't actually coming out on the day I review them, right? But Wednesday's the day we talk about them. So today, another archival release from the Jimi Hendrix Experience Foundation, right? The Hendrix family, whatever they call this. Hollywood Bowl, August 18th, 1967. Hot off the presses. Just came out like a week ago. We have seen lots of very cool Jimi Hendrix live shows being released in recent years. The Vaulter opening, I buy like every one of them. It's just love Hendrix, one of those artists that we lost way too soon. Only the 3 studio albums released during his life, but we've got a ton of live material that's come out in subsequent years, as well as like unearthed studio material as well. So any new Hendrix is reason to celebrate. Let's see, pop the disc out. Let's take a look at the this new release from the Experience Hendrix family booklet. A lot of cool photographs from the evening at the Hollywood Bowl in 1967. So of course, and there we have with the Mamas and the Papas. They actually opened up for the Mamas and the Papas at this show. So this is Michelle Phillips and Cass Elliot hanging out backstage, talking with Jimmy. And additional stuff here. So here's the full bill. So the Hollywood Bowl, Sight and Sound Productions, and KHJ presented the Mamas and the Papas, the Jimi Hendrix Experience, the Electric Flag, and American Musical Band, plus extra added attraction Scott McKenzie. Okay. Cool that they always nice when they include stuff, photographs and things from the actual show. Here's Mitch and Noel. So, like I said, this was pretty notable because this particular performance, Jimmy hadn't really taken off in the States as of yet. So the band had already played at Monterey Pop Festival a couple of months before. However, the film had not been released, and Jimmy's popularity really didn't start to take off till the Monterey Pop Festival film came out, which kind of coincided with the release of the first album, Are You Experience, which at this point in time still had not come out here in the States. That was set to come out shortly after this performance. So for the most part, audiences were just, who is this Jimi Hendrix guy? Don't really know. Of course, he was also opening up on the Monk. They were on the Monkees tour, right? Which Chaz Chandler put together for them, which turned out to be kind of a disaster because, the Monkees, more of like a teeny bopper, TV show band type thing, and here you've got this loud power trio, right, opening up. It's just not a good fit. So there's all sorts of commentary from Jimmy in here in the old interviews where he talks about how that tour was just ridiculous. It's like they would come on and everybody would be screaming for the Monkees and nobody gave a rat's ass about the Jimi Hendrix Experience, right? Well, very similar here. So here they are in a bill. The Electric Flag are a different type of band, but of course, as direct support for the Mamas and the Papas, basically a folk band. Not a good fit here either, right? And at this point in time, like besides for the people who were in the audience at Monterey Pop here in Los Angeles at the Hollywood Bowl, Jimi Hendrix is still kind of like an unknown quantity. People want to go sit down and listen to that kind of folky stuff, folky pop music of the Mamas and Papas, and here's this loud power trio playing, loud blues rock covers and all this feedback and noise and crazy showmanship. Not really to their liking. And you can kind of hear on this recording how, like, in between every song, Jimmy or Noel are up to the mic trying to talk with the audience, and like nobody's paying attention. You don't hear any crowd clapping or anything. And they talk about it a bit in the booklet how that night they were just kind of like, what is going on? Just nobody's getting into us. We can't get any kind of reaction from the crowd at all, and you can hear it here. As for what's played and the quality of the recording, let's go through the track list first. After the introduction, you get Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, of course, by the Beatles. Then got an old blues staple, Killing Floor. Then, of course, one original song from the soon-to-be new album, Wind Cries Mary. Also Foxy Ladies on here. Then they do Catfish Blues. Then Fire, also from the debut album. Then Bob Dylan's Like a Rolling Stone. Purple Haze, of course, standout track from the debut album, and then a version of Wild Thing, which they also played at Monterey Pop. Of course, the Trogs hit, but here without the burning guitar finale, right? They did not do that at this particular performance. So how is this? Well, it's indicative of what the Experience were playing live at the time when they were doing like opening slot shows, right? It's a fairly short set. It's, I think, maybe 42, 43 minutes long. Lots of covers, maybe a couple too many covers. But again, remember, the new album hadn't come out yet, so understandable. I will say I'm not crazy about the recording. The vocals are mixed way higher than the rest of the music, and overall it's a pretty muddy sounding recording. I'm not sure exactly what the source was. I think this was broadcast on radio, if I'm not mistaken, but I've heard better Hendrix archival live recordings in recent years. This is not one of the best ones. Like I said, his vocals, and especially Noel's backing vocals, are really high in the mix, to the point where during most of the songs where there is vocals happening, you barely hear the guitars and drums and bass. It's like really muddy. Performances, though, are spectacular, as you can imagine. I can't complain about the performances whatsoever, but just as a pure kind of like sonic listening experience, this is not one of the best sounding live Hendrix albums I've heard of recent memory. But still, for the performances, if you like the Monterey Pop recording, and that set, right, this is very early Hendrix, less of the big long jams and things like that. There's more just kind of like shorter songs and covers and things. It's great. I mean, the band is very, very tight. Can't complain musically about anything on here. My favorites on here, Killing Floor is absolutely blistering. Honestly, I think that the blues tunes are really good on here. Catfish Blues and Killing Floor are excellent. Purple Haze is terrific. Fire is really good. Wind Cries Mary is nice on here. For me, Like a Rolling Stone, Wild Thing, and Sgt. Pepper, I was very happy when Jimmy moved on from playing that stuff, because to me it's just too many covers, and he's just got so much great original music that I just want to hear him playing his own stuff for the most part. So, but otherwise this is really good. I would normally give this a really, really high rating, but because I'm not really digging the sound quality of this all that much, I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 stars for the performance. 3 out of 5 star for the quality. Overall, 3.5 out of 5. It's Hendrix, guys. Love it. If you're a collector of all these Jimi Hendrix archival live releases, you're going to want to get it. You probably have it already. Add it to the big collection, and you've got so many of his great performances from throughout the short time he was with us. So yeah, Hollywood Bowl, August 18th, 1967. It's an early one. It's a good one. Just be forewarned, it's not as pristine recording quality as some of the other ones that have come out more recently, right? But performances are still amazing, as you would expect. So if you have it, let us know what you think down in the comments below. If you haven't heard it, go check it out. See what you think, right? If you're a Hendrix lover, you got to hear it. You probably got to have it, just like me. Anyway, thanks for watching. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also, down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page, our channel donations, our merch page, and our Cameo page. Thanks in advance for all your support there. And we'll see you soon here with more stuff here on Wednesday, new review day. Got a whole bunch of things coming at you, so stay tuned. Don't touch that dial, and we'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.